Anthony, Fox News.
The entire world was rightfully outraged, but this outrage should be directed not in Israel, but at the terrorists.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowing to do what they can in the war against Hamas to avoid civilian casualties as he sat next to President Biden.
And we'll continue to work together to get our hostages out.
We will continue to have Israel's back as you work to defend your people.
Now, the president also said it appears that hospital bombing in Gaza that killed hundreds of Palestinian civilians was done, in his words, by the other team. As Israel provides evidence, it shows it was a Palestinian militant rocket that misfired. Now, Hamas says the U.S. is blindly biased toward Israel, still blaming the bombing on an Israeli airstrike.
The reality is that in the fog of war, emotions often will take over, and despite the evidence that is seen across the Arab world, we do expect more unrest and protests as a result.
Those protests include fires set outside the U.S. Embassy in Beirut, and Fox's Trey Yingst also reports from Israel.
Overnight, yet another anti-tank guided missile was fired into Israeli territory. There is real concern on the ground that Hezbollah, the Lebanese militant group backed by Iran, could get largely involved in this fighting.
Back to the president. Fox's Jackie Heinrich at the White House reports the hospital bombing
derailed the second half of his trip. He was supposed to be going to Jordan to speak with the Jordanian king, the president of the Palestinian Authority, and the Egyptians to try to secure safe passage for civilian Palestinians out of Gaza.
The House will vote for Speaker again. That after Jim Jordan was 17 votes shy, with some Republicans refusing to back him. Congressman Ben Cline tells Fox Business who knows what'll happen.
There are going to be some people who promised to support him on the first ballot who may come off. There are some people who voted protest vote against him on the first ballot who will come on.
America's listening to Fox News.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive.
Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza.
I sure hope he brought the Pepto.
Mike knows the Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie.
The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The best way to stop Joe Biden's agenda is to opt out of his inflation game by diversifying your savings into gold. I'm Dr. Ron Paul, and this is why I recommend a gold IRA from Birch Gold Group. To learn more, text the word SHELTER to 989898 to get a free info kit on gold. Birch Gold is the only gold company I trust. So text SHELTER to 989898 right now.
Paid for by Birch Gold Group.
Former President Trump expected back in court today in New York at a civil trial against him and the Trump Organization. The judge has already ruled the company committed fraud, which the former president denies, calling the case disgraceful.
Commercial real estate appraiser Doug Larson testified that he did not work on property valuations for the Trump Organization, but his name was cited as a source for some of the property values. An assistant controller at the Trump Organization said she was told to leave some building management fees off the books. Outside court, the former president said no one committed any fraud and that this was wasting his time.
And I should be in Iowa now, I should be in New Hampshire now, I should be in South Carolina now, or someplace else campaigning.
The former president expected to see his former attorney Michael Cohen testify Tuesday, but Cohen's testimony was delayed due to an illness. The former president said he didn't have the guts to show up. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Another Capitol rioter who pleaded guilty, sentenced. Ryan Kelly gets 2 months in federal prison. He's a former candidate for governor in Michigan. He says he feels betrayed by the former president's claims of election fraud back in 2020. Now, the former postmaster in Danbury, Connecticut, faces up to 20 years in prison.
Ephraim Wynn pled guilty to honest services wire fraud, admitting to defrauding the U.S. Postal Service of nearly $875,000 in a scheme involving cash bribes, misuse of USPS credit cards, and demands for free personal vehicle repairs.
That's Fox's Matt Napolitano. On Wall Street, stock futures are down before trading resumes next hour. In the baseball playoffs, the power was on again in Philadelphia.
Schwarber, a high drive into right center. He's watching. It's flying. Goodbye.
Kyle Schwarber hit 2 home runs for the Phillies while the Diamondbacks couldn't score at all. Philadelphia won 10-0 on TBS to take a 2-0 lead over Arizona in the National League Championship Series. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. 2 Millikan University students wounded following a road rage shooting in Decatur over the weekend. Police say the 2 victims had just left church function Sunday night when they were nearly involved in the accident with another car. Someone in the other vehicle fired shots at the car in the 2000 block of North Oakland Avenue. Anyone with information, contact police. Illinois Department of Natural Resources warning residents to be aware of deer while driving. It's deer mating season. Means deer become more active, mainly at dawn and dusk through December. Last year, there were more than 14,000 crashes involving deer in the state. Cook County led with the most crashes. Champaign County Crime Stoppers needs help finding a woman wounded in an altercation at an Urbana swimming pool last month. Police called to the Crystal Lake Park Family Aquatic Center for a report of an aggravated battery. Police learned a woman became agitated when she was not allowed to bring in an outside beverage into that facility. Call if you know of anything of this situation. You're up to date from the Stevie Jay Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
Well, there's a harvest breakfast going on.
It's happening at Crossroads, right off of the Sydney Slab.
How much they asking?
Nothing.
What?
I mean, you can donate.
All the farmers are there too, man.
Exactly. It's biscuits and gravy and homemade cinnamon rolls.
And you ate?
I did. I'm feeling full coming into the show. I never eat.
I can't eat before I'm talking. I just can't do it.
I know.
I don't know how you do
it. Same here.
I just showtime.
Mumbles and anything.
Well, I'm not even hungry. I'm ready to go. I just can't.
You got your game face on.
I got my game face on.
But today, I'm just going to have to suffer through because I am well fed.
Diana's asleep, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to say, they're comatose here.
If I eat too much, even middle of the day, I take a 5-minute cat nap at my desk. That's how sad it is. So I'm
right there with you.
Right
I kind of nibble through the day.
Yeah, right. It's Greg Sollier, our meteorologist this morning, brought to you by Carl.
And Carl reminds you they're always looking to increase the team. They've got the flu shots and COVID vaccinations too, and the care recommended to make you feel better faster at carl.org.
All right, Mr. Weatherman, we're not done with the harvest. We're looking at the skies, trying to complete things here in the next few weeks, I suppose. So
we'll continue, I think, to make generally good progress. Some delays from time to time. Nothing on a big-time scale around here. Maybe some better evaporation and drying at times. So we've got a little weak system to come on through here. We'll get into a window of opportunity around here over the course of the weekend and probably be able to work and play through some of the stuff that comes through the next couple of days. Next week, especially the late next weekend, it's a little more problematic. Temperatures stay pretty mild around here, but maybe a little increase in shower activity and probably a transition then the following week as we get into the early days of November to some cooler, chillier weather, but nothing major on the maps and charts. That will play out through the northern plains, southern Canadian prairie, parts of the northern Rockies. There will be winter arriving out there next week. In the meantime, not bad. October born at 46 degrees at Willard and Savoy, 41 at Rantoul, 46 Danville, 43 at Bloomington. Normal will top out this afternoon with increasing clouds, breezy, milder weather to about 70, and maybe a couple of drops of rain west of the county late this afternoon and evening time. South wind picks on up. Occasional showers tonight in the 50s. Tomorrow, variably cloudy, a couple of showers around in spots both morning and afternoon. This stuff appears to be light, maybe anywhere from a tenth to a quarter inch. So we should be able to work and harvest through that at 65 tomorrow on a southwest wind. Maybe a drop of rain Friday morning, partly sunny, and a high near 64. Dry for the parade, dry for the ball game. 62 at kickoff Saturday afternoon. We'll hover in the lower 60s Sunday and Monday. Bigger warm up sends us into the 70s and some shower chances as well the second half of next week. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, so they must take donations at that harvest breakfast.
Yeah, they do. And it's going on until 8, and it's Wednesdays throughout the month of October. So you have next week to enjoy that too.
All right, so here we are, 7:09. Overnight, there was a hospital bombed in Gaza. Hamas blaming Israel. Israel has the proof and video of a failed rocket that left from Hamas and flew into a hospital where everybody was sheltered, 500 dead, or they think. It's another sad moment. Mm-hmm. But it's President Biden flew over there. See, Washington.
Tel Aviv right now.
Yeah, Tel Aviv, Washington, Tel Aviv, I don't know, 7, 8 hours, 9 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. Not a great big flight, but got on big 747. And he was there with Benjamin Netanyahu, pledged the support of the United States. And the Pentagon apparently is getting ready for Hezbollah hitting from the north. And that would be a two-front war. And I don't know if the Pentagon gets involved and what they're supposed to do with that. Are they supposed to take out Hezbollah, which is also a proxy of Iran? So Iran funding Hezbollah and Hamas against Israel. And I guess, the U.S. very much getting involved, and Iran is threatening that they're going to get all this stuff. So we continue to watch. We'll talk more about it as the morning progresses. Brother Johnny Ed Martin coming up at the bottom of the hour. Illinois football coach Brett Bielema after 8 this morning.
It's true.
We'll touch on Maryland, but I know he's all in on Wisconsin at this point. But we got to ask him a little bit about the game that he wasn't supposed to win and how that happened.
Right.
But it was a season saver. There's just no doubt about it.
And some of our up-and-comers, our defensive player of the week for the Big Ten was Seth Coleman with 3 sacks. And let's see, Caden Fagan did so well. And
offensive player of the week. I don't know. Somebody asked a question on Monday. One of the press guys did some homework, but apparently between the center, the quarterback, and the running back, there were 30 plays Illinois ran during that Maryland game, 30 plays with the ball only going in to a teenager's hands.
Really?
All under 20.
That's an interesting statistic.
And that's what Brett said. He said, you did your homework. He did your homework, ILL. He did, wow, that's pretty. Anyway, so we'll ask everybody. I mean, that's another lesson for people on social media. Do you really want to text out the rotten social media comment when they're 19? It puts a whole new light on the whole thing. We think of these guys as old men. They ought to know better. They're professionals. They're getting NIL money. Well, they're teenagers.
Yeah.
I mean, Caden Fagan was worrying about who he's asking to the prom last year.
Right.
And homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird to think that, these guys could be out of high school. Now, I think, if Luke Altmaier isn't 20, he must be turning 20 because he was at Mississippi for a year.
Right.
So he came here with very little playing time, and now Barrett Lundy, the offensive coordinator, said he's very close to being very good. So, think about it. He has 2 more years of eligibility.
Yeah.
The kid can run, he can pass, and I think he's been, it's impossible if you listen at all to Luke Altmaier that you can't root for him. If you can't root for him and feel like, he's a good guy, you root for people like that.
Sure.
Very cerebral, very spiritually filled, very much wanting to do a good job. And he has moments of, wow. It's just, getting more consistent, which is kind of the process. And so here we are in, game 3 and 4, 8.
Okay.
I cannot believe it. 4 games left after this. After this, we have 4 games left.
That's crazy.
Is that right? Because we're off. And then we play Indiana, Minnesota, Iowa, I don't know what order, and Northwestern. So there's 4 games left.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens when you beat a team you're not supposed to, like Maryland, which was a 14-point favorite, then you start going, wait a minute. And you start adding stuff up, and you go, well, we might still get to 6, which was Stevie Jay's goal. I just said 6.
Right.
I just want extended play. It's like the old pinball machines that had that big dunk when you won a game. You just want one more. You just want to go to a bowl game this year, and then next year my goal will be a bowl game.
Right.
Have we ever done 3 bowl games in a row? And I think the answer is no. I don't think Illinois has ever been to 3 bowl games in a row. Think about that.
Wow.
Okay, we got homecoming update.
Yes.
David Bambry will be coming up from the U of I Alumni Association.
It's true. We're getting all the details about the gala that's coming up tomorrow. And then on Friday, the big parade is at 5:30. It's going down 4th Street to Gregory over to 1st Street, and 1st Street back to the State Farm Center area. That's a great staging area. It's a great place for people to park. If they want to go to the pep rally at Grange Grove at 6:30, that's also part of the festivities. And just seeing the marching Illini and the cheerleaders, it is so much fun. And right now the weather looks great. Now, we'll be at Pia's, 1609 West Springfield Avenue, and that's happening if you want to check it out after 3. And then, we've got the game against Ottawa and an exhibition game at 8 o'clock. So they've got a fan bus leaving from Pia's at 7:30. I'm talking to Eric Meyer yesterday, and I'm like, wow, we've got a lot going on.
Fan bus from Pia's has started?
Yeah, even for the exhibition game.
That's great.
So why not bring some fans over to check out how the Illini will take on Ottawa. But, the big game will be Sunday, then the 29th against Kansas with that Maui Strong support going on.
Number 1 Kansas.
Yes.
Ranked number 1 in the nation. It's preseason. This is a scrimmage per se, but pretty cool. When was the last time Illinois men and Illinois women were ranked preseason?
Right. I know Illinois were ranked 25 yesterday in the AP.
Women were 23.
23?
So, I think when was the last time men and women both ranked? Had to be Teresa Grantz back in the 90s.
Okay.
Maybe. It doesn't happen much. So here we are, 2 teams ranked in the top 25, men and women Illinois.
You're spouting out a lot of stuff. I should be, going online and searching to see those statistics.
I'm
it's just
throwing them out there. I haven't prepped you, didn't tell you. Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to say or bring in. No, that's exactly right.
The Nancy Lieberman Award.
We have both missed a production meeting every day.
Exactly.
Both of us.
In that Nancy Lieberman Award, there's 20 finalists, and Makaira Cook is part of that, speaking of women's basketball, and looking forward to good things from the team. So, go Illini. I didn't have a chance to look up how we did at the Dayton Flyer Invitational with men's golf. But we were coming from behind and had tied Marquette, so I'll look up those statistics a little later too. So men's golf in action. Well, when it comes to our NFL football, Jacksonville is at New Orleans tomorrow. Are you feeling good about the game against Shad's Jaguars?
Well, we'll test Johnny. Johnny will be with Shad Khan tomorrow night.
Okay.
So he'll be in Shad's suite with his Jaguar shirt on.
Okay.
That's the requirement to go into the...
Yeah, you can't wear a Saints gear.
No.
That's a bad look.
That's, excuse me, you have to leave moment. You can't do that. Okay. I think, I don't know, I think it'll be a very good football game. Jaguars are playing very well. They won 2 games in London.
Okay.
In a row, so they're definitely a good team, probably better than the Saints. It'll be a very good football game. And Shad's got it going on. The Jaguars are a good football team.
And as far as Sunday games, the Bears are hosting Las Vegas. Green Bay is at Denver, and Cleveland is in Indianapolis to face the Colts. Today we'll have Houston at Texas at 7 o'clock. Phillies 10-0 over Arizona to lead that series 2-0.
I mean, hindsight is always 20/20, but Kyle Schwarber should still be in a Cub uniform. He left for $8 million a year. $8. It wasn't much based on the value of...
Come on, Cubbies. You should have covered that.
It was back when he had to play left field. Then they adopted the designated hitter rule, and Cubs would have totally held on to him for DH.
Mm-hmm.
The guy hit, 50 home runs? I mean, it was unbelievable. Wrigley Field had dominated.
Right.
So that was one of those that... Dang it, didn't know about the DH thing coming so soon. All right, we check our weather forecast this morning, brought to you by Hula Hands.
Hula Hands remind you on Thursday evenings, I believe they're bringing it indoors now. And it's still Thursday night, though, and it is awesome to hear the jazz, get the $7 glass of house wine. You've also got a special menu. Take someone out for a special date night at Hula Hands at 1st and St. Mary for Thursday, and listen to some music between 6 and 8.
First time since 1999. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ken. Illinois men and women both ranked.
Yes.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, and Van this Saturday. Nice mild day's worth of weather ahead for the day today. Bit wind blown, but overall opportunities to get in the backyard, head the back 40 as well. A few brief delays with some spotty and sporadic shower activity expected in the next 36 hours. Moving out here early on Friday. Good looking weather for homecoming activities. A parade Friday afternoon. The ball game on Saturday. Another warm-up, a significant one for next week, could precede a return to some wetter weather the second half of next week. In the meantime, increasing clouds, breezy milder for the day today. Shower in spots late, especially west of the county. The high around 70. South wind 12 to 22 and gusty. Occasional showers for tonight, not so cool, down to 53. Tomorrow, variably cloudy. Couple of showers in spots in the morning and again for the afternoon. Highs up to 65 and a southwest to west wind. Lingering shower chance early on Friday, partly sunny up to 64. Football Saturday, the high near 62. 61 on Sunday, near 60 on Monday, to warm up again for the middle and late portions of next week. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Since Busey Bank first opened our doors in 1868, we have built upon a tradition of close relationships and broad financial capabilities. Our experienced team provides the highest level of personalized service to ensure we accomplish your goals, simplifying your wealth management and business lending needs, and ensuring a legacy for generations. Building business, growing wealth. Since 1868, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini.
I'm Elizabeth McDonald, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Procter & Gamble's summer quarter was better than expected. The company makes Pampers, Gillette, Crest, Loves, and many other brands. Mortgage rates rose to an average of 7.7% for the week ending October 13th. The Mortgage Bankers Association says it's the highest level since November of 2000. Amazon is updating its warehouse operations to include artificial intelligence and robotics capabilities. The Wall Street Journal says AI will be used in Amazon's sorting machines and to operate robotic arms. Pizza Hut is about to extend late-night hours to midnight or later at thousands of U.S. locations. The company, a unit of Yum Brands, says the full menu will be available for delivery or carry-out, with some locations staying open until 2 a.m. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
I'm Dana Perino, co-host of The Five and co-anchor of America's Newsroom. Join me for my brand new podcast, Perino on Politics. Listeners of Everything Will Be Okay will gravitate toward this podcast too. Every Monday, I'm going to talk to people I trust in politics as they tell me what they're seeing and thinking in the 2024 election cycle. As they prep me to cover the upcoming election, they'll prep you, the voters, too. Make sure you subscribe to this series on FoxNewsPodcast.com or wherever you download podcasts, and leave a rating and review.
Hi, I'm Tyler Weaver, president of Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery. Take a look around your home. Is it finally ready for some much-needed updates? If you don't know where to start, then just meet with one of our experts. We'll help you find the perfect waterproof plank floor for your kitchen or that stain-resistant, super soft carpet for your bedroom. Finish your room update with a custom sofa and chairs, or choose a trendy, in-stock dining set that's priced right. Come home to Carpet Weavers, where floors, furniture, and family meet.
Want unbeatable prices on your next furniture purchase, but also seeking that local hometown feel? Look no further than Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola. Customers rave about their friendly, established staff, as well as their great selection, amazing prices, and second-to-none delivery service. They're a third-generation local business, and they've always got your best interests at heart. Find the look you love for less. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday, but always available online at kelseyfurniture.com. That's kelseyfurniture.com.
When Ross went out, I always told him to be careful, and that was the last time I got to see him.
Because someone didn't slow down and move over. Ross had on a bright orange shirt with reflective stripes the night he was killed.
He always had that smile. He just lit up the room when he came in.
Slow down and move over when you see flashing lights. Everybody is somebody.
When you see lights flashing, use caution passing. Let's all go home safe tonight.
Stever Opportunity from Pard's Western Shop in Urbana. Go see Angie and Mark, locally owned since the 60s. And boy, they've got stuff now. You will not buy a better boot than you'll find at Pard's. You just can't find that. It's just the quality is excellent. The service is wonderful. It's old-fashioned service. They'll actually measure your foot.
Yeah.
And you go in and buy a leather belt, wallets. Yep. I got $50 I'm handed out to Pard's. It's in Urbana. You used to be able to see it off University easy, but then they put that car wash in, kind of blocks the facade, which is an old Western look.
306 North Maple is the address, so just put it in your GPS, find it, and enjoy the Pard's Western Shop experience. I love the leather smell when you walk in.
Yeah, it's nice. So if you want $50, handing that to you, it's up right now at GoStever.com, and you can go grab $50 to shop at Pard's in Urbana. Angie and Mark and the wonderful people. Kim might wait on you, but just the old-fashioned way of doing business, and we love them. So Pard's in Urbana handed out $50 bills. You have about a week to use your money, and then you have your survey to fill out thoughtfully to give me great feedback so we can help Pard's get even better than they are. Ladies and gentlemen, it's homecoming week at the University of Illinois. Cue the band! David Bambry is the president of the U of I Alumni Association. David, how are you surviving midweek now for Homecoming 23?
We are doing great, Stevie. It's great to be on with you again, and Homecoming's in full swing, so we're doing great. We're having a great week here.
All right, what's Wednesday? What's today? What are we doing?
Yeah, today we've got a lot going on. It is Greek Support Homecoming, the barbecue this evening. We've got a comedy show tonight for a lot of our students. Our College of Fine and Applied Arts is having a celebration of some of their donors and special guests as well. So that's most of what's happening today.
So I see the Alice Campbell Alumni Center has been a buzz. The FFA Friends and Family celebration is tonight after 5:30. That is such a wonderful facility, David. Let's brag on that a minute.
Absolutely, and I get to call that home every single day. That's where my office is, and as you mentioned, it's a wonderful facility. We really encourage all of our alumni and friends to come see us whenever possible. We've got the homecoming buttons there this year. We know that those have been collected for many, many years, so folks can stop by all week and see us at Alice Campbell Alumni Center and pick up a homecoming button and say hello. And for the rest of the year, too, that space is always for rent. So we certainly want to make that available to our local community and all of our alumni as well.
I want to say one of my kids went to prom there, and it was just a great photographic experience, too, with that fountain. The fountain is cranking out some orange. It's going on all week.
It is. The fountain will be orange all week. We dyed that Sunday, as you know well, Diane. But yeah, that'll be orange all week. I've seen a lot of folks stopping by to take pictures by it, and we may have to add a little dye throughout the week, but we'll be sure to do that to make sure those pictures are popping. That orange is really going in those pictures.
So I'm sure you've got your outfit picked out for the gala tomorrow. Let's talk about what's happening with the U of I Alumni Association honoring 9 people who went to the U of I.
I do have my outfit ready to go. It's one of very few times throughout the year that I bust out the old tuxedo, so that's always exciting and a lot of fun. But as you mentioned, we have great awardees this year. We've got 9 of them. Alumni Achievement Award, Distinguished Service. We've got a couple new awards within the last couple years, our Young Alumni and our Diversity and Inclusion Award. And then we've got our Honorary Alumnus and our Lulier Spirit Award. I don't think I'm missing any there if I am, but we certainly are excited to welcome those folks back to campus, and we have a few from the local community as well. So should be a great night. Over 300 folks are going to join us to help celebrate their accomplishments.
All right, so Friday, it's a big parade. You got all the fun of the pep rally in Grange Grove, all that going on Friday before we even... I'm so happy the game's at 2:30, so we get a little elbow room. I don't like 11 o'clock homecomings.
Right.
So I'm so happy about that, David. So you got plenty on Friday, Saturday, too?
Yeah, absolutely. That's, all week we've got things going on, but it really ramps up Thursday through Saturday, as you mentioned, Stevie. And homecoming parade Friday night, it's at 5:30. It'll kind of wrap around Memorial Stadium. So folks, if they're, in lot 31 or, right around the Grange Grove area, or anywhere around the stadium, really, they'll be able to see the parade there. So we're excited about that. And then really right after that parade, as you mentioned, everybody will spill into Grange Grove and we'll have a pep rally. Similar to what we did last year, just encourage folks to come out and certainly get ready for the game on Saturday. And Stevie, I'm right there with you. I love the 2:30 start time for this rather than that 11 a.m. start. Gives us a little more time to get out and see some folks. And obviously, we know tailgating's a great tradition here at Illinois, so it'll give folks a few extra hours to be out in the tailgating lots, which is great as well.
And then Friday night, it's Illinois versus Ottawa in an exhibition game at 8 o'clock, too, just to add to the festivities.
Basketball, man.
That's
wow.
right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be fun. You've done a great job with your energy, David, all week. Keep it going. Make sure you get a little sleep now. Don't forget that. But great work.
We'll do our best. And just one more thing, Stevie, if I could. Saturday night, downtown Champaign, we've got Saturday Night Live. So if folks are with us in the summer, they know Friday Night Live well with the live music downtown. After the game, folks can join us in downtown Champaign for a very similar look and feel. We'll have some live music. We're doing some cool thing with some local artists down there as well. So certainly want to make that available to everybody.
Tons of fun bands playing?
Yes.
Come on, man.
And Sun Stereo. So,
is that outside?
Yeah, it's over by Farron's and over by Poor Brothers. Yeah. There's a couple of different locations between 6 and 9 after the game.
That is so awesome.
I know.
I'll be at the train station because they're too darn loud sometimes, so that'll be perfect for me. Hey, listen, David, keep it up. Keep it going. Happy homecoming week at the University of Illinois. We're
Nicely
homecoming
done.
Michigan originated. David Bamber, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it so much.
It's homecoming.illinois.edu for all the details.
Ed Martin, Brother Johnny, stand by. When it comes to finding a reliable vehicle, look no further than Sarah Champagne, your trusted automotive destination. They carry a lineup of top brands, including Honda, BMW, Subaru, GMC, and Buick. And they're not just about cars. They're about people. Their team is dedicated to providing you with trustworthy service and dependable vehicles that fit your lifestyle. Experience the difference at Sarah Champagne. Visit Sarah, S-E-R-R-A, champagne.com.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Biden says the United States stands with Israel
today, tomorrow, and always. We promise you.
The president in Tel Aviv, Israel, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He says it does not appear the Israeli military is responsible for last night's explosion at a hospital in Gaza, killing hundreds of people. Israel says it was an errant rocket fired from Gaza. In Alabama today, Natalie Holloway murder suspect Joran Vandersloot is expected to reveal how she died and what happened to her body as part of a plea deal in an extortion case.
He was indicted in 2010 after federal investigators say Vandersloot exploited the fear of Beth Holloway, that she would never find her daughter Natalie's body or know what happened to her in Aruba in 2005 unless she paid him $250,000.
Fox's Matt Napolitano. After this, Vandersloot will be sent back to Peru to finish his prison sentence for another woman's murder in 2010. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm Justin Ike, co-owner of Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, Electric, and Underground.
So, Justin, tell me what you see as typical when it comes to sewer repair. Give me a scenario.
Your sewer's backed up and somebody comes along and says, you need this repair for X amount of dollars. Here's my price. And you don't think to go looking for another company or a second opinion because you don't feel like you have time.
So is it possible that you might get charged a little more because it's kind of a desperate moment? Do some companies do that?
Oh, absolutely they will. They know you're in a pinch. Typically, if you call us, me or Will can be out there within an hour to look at that problem for you. Whether you call me first, you call me second, make sure you give me a call.
Anything else, Justin?
You can always trust Fred's.
Great to know. Thank you. That's Justin Ike, the co-owner of Fred's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Electric, and Underground. If you want more information about this great 45-year family-owned company, just go to fredscu.com. That's fredscu.com.
Here's a look at local news. A Champaign man charged with drug-induced homicide after police say he sold someone fentanyl, leading to that person's overdose death. DeJuan King was arraigned Monday. He was arrested Saturday in a warrant that was issued September 20th. Police said King sold fentanyl to Daniel Fox of Morris in July near downtown Champaign. Red Cake's Bakery closing at Urbana ahead of the bakery's move to its new location in Savoy. Last day to get the bakery's gluten-free goodies this Saturday, but Red Cake's in Urbana open all week starting at 10:30 a.m. We'll open a standalone location called Red Cake's Bakery and Cafe in Savoy before the end of the year. Well, worried about getting packages to your loved ones on time this holiday season? Don't fear. The Postal Service package delivery has released shipping deadlines for the holidays this year. Last day deadlines vary by carrier and method of transportation, but start as early as December 13th for FedEx Ground Economy shipping. You're up to date from the Stevie Jay Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Let Max Twin City Recycling pay you for your junk metal items. As the weather begins to heat up, now is a great time to put cash in your pocket for the steel, copper, brass, and aluminum items you've been meaning to get rid of. We've recently added a large concrete pad to make unloading quicker and cleaner for our customers. Visit us on North Lincoln Avenue, just north of I-74, or at maxrecycling.com.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Weather brought to you by Busey. Since 1868, that was a year after the University of Illinois was founded, it's been Busey. Member, FDIC.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, and vicinity. Next weather system, a weaker one via the Pacific coming our way over the next couple of days. We'll generate a couple of passing and spotty shower outbreaks. Overall opportunities to continue on with harvest by and large where possible. Slight cool-off expected for the weekend. Much bigger and broader warm-up slated for next week, but it precedes wet weather pattern that may be breaking out here in the middle and late parts of next week as well. We'll keep you posted, and a hit of winter back westward into the plains and west southwest from there. In the meantime, increasing clouds, breezy milder for the day today. Maybe a stray shower to the west of us here late this afternoon and evening time. The high near 70. South winds 12 to 22 and gusty. Occasional showers tonight, not so cool in the 50s. Tomorrow, variably cloudy. A couple of showers in spots for the morning. And again in the afternoon, the high up to 65. And a southwest to west wind. Any shower activity moves out early Friday. Partly sunny, dry weather for Friday afternoon. The high up to 64. And dry for the ball game as well. Weekend high temperatures in the lower 60s. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
From computer systems to brakes and tires too, at PDR, fixing cars is what they do. Remember, when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 or use their dedicated text-only line at 383-0619. Additional information including repair quotes and online scheduling requests available from the website at pdrauto.com. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Like every bank, there's a time every day when we stop making loans. But at Iroquois Federal, we never stop making a difference. Thanks to an amazing team of employees who give back to their local communities all over central Illinois. From hospital boards and local school programs to Kiwanis and the United Way, Iroquois Federal employees donated more than 1,000 volunteer hours last year. And we'll do it again next year, because the only thing we like more than making a loan is making a difference. Iroquois Federal, still friendly, still local, still here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Illini fans, it's the best time of the year, homecoming. We can't wait to see you back on campus and at Memorial Stadium on Saturday, October 21st versus Wisconsin. Make sure to get in town early Friday for the homecoming parade and pep rally. Tailgating, family, homecoming, and Illinois football. What could be better than that? Get tickets at fightingillini.com.
Hey, this is Derek Piper from The Drive. We're doing our show from Pia's Friday, October 20th, beginning at 3 p.m. Come out and join us.
I can't wait, and we're going to have some special guests, Derek Piper. How about former Illinois players? Martin O'Donnell, love hearing him. Great player on that offensive line.
Enjoy Twisted Tea drink specials, prizes, and tickets to the homecoming game as well against Wisconsin. That's Saturday.
Pia's 1609 Springfield Avenue in Champaign with a team from Stevie Jay Broadcasting saying, Go Illini!
Oh, Johnny has, where'd he go?
Oh, no.
We're having trouble getting people up. Oh, that's wild. Okay. All right, good. We wanted to play this anyway.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is not a one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is that we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA, SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
These days, it seems like bank names are changing faster than a forecast in February. But at Iroquois Federal, we're still the same community bank we've always been. For more than 135 years, we've built relationships by helping build the things that matter, whether it's a business, a back porch, or the building blocks of a better life. If you're looking for a bank that's here for the long haul, swing by today and see for yourself why different rules. Iroquois Federal, still friendly, still local, still here.
With the leaves and temperatures beginning to fall, it's time to make sure those furnaces are in great running order. Get that furnace tuned up so it doesn't let you down on the cold nights. Dogtown is the People's Choice #1 HVAC company again in 2023. Ask about the current 0% financing offer on all Lennox high comfort systems and single component units for qualifying applicants. The number's 217-841-4728. Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing, your home's best friend.
Hi, it's Stevie Jay. So I took my mom into Audubell, owned by Jeff Hanley, who owns 13 locations around central Illinois. She's had so much trouble hearing for so long. Audubell, Audibel, for hearing. And some of the new technologies, they've got AI now for some of these hearing aids, and they're virtually invisible. It's unbelievable, and it helped my mom. It helped her incredibly. We've been to other places. This is by far the best place I've ever been in for hearing help. Go to audibelteam.com. That's AUDIBEL. If you want more information about Audibel and how Jeff Hanley and his amazing culture and amazing team that they have, go to audibelteam.com. That's AUDIBEL, audibelteam.com. You'll be so happy you found Audibel. Amazing work. They got a location in Champaign. Go to audibelteam.com. That's audibelteam.com.
In an ever-changing real estate market, it is so important to work with experienced agents like Russ and Nick Taylor with the Taylor teams at Taylor Realty Associates. They have the knowledge and expertise to get your home sold for the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. Trust the experience and success of Russ and Nick Taylor with the Taylor team at Taylor Realty Associates. Give them a call today at 217-355-0700 or visit them online at taylorboys.com. That's taylorboys.com.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
During challenging times, family and health come first. This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. Many of us have spent the past year feeling a little bit out of control, but there are steps that you can take to plan for a better financial future. Now is the time to take action and create a financial plan that's right for you. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA, SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Well, I don't know. Best laid plans. We just had David Bambry on our Tapman's Joint phone line, and then it's like, okay, somebody went out and dug and cut a wire or something because our phones aren't really working.
Right.
That didn't make any sense. David was on the phone, right?
Uh-huh.
How's that work?
And shoot, in a half an hour, we'll be talking with Coach Brett Bielema. So we're hoping we can get these technical issues solved.
I don't.
Sure.
We can take a cup and a string up to Bielefeld and see if it'll work.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, because I have conspiracy theories about what happens to us on social media. Maybe it's gone deeper than that now. Ed and Johnny's supposed to be on. And it's, no, I don't know. That was odd because, again, 10 minutes ago we had somebody on the phone, and now our phones aren't apparently working. So we apologize for that. 7:43, the president is in Tel Aviv this morning talking to Benjamin Netanyahu.
The United States stands with you in defense of that freedom, in pursuit of that justice, and in support of that peace. Today, tomorrow, and always, we promise you.
This will be a different kind of war because Hamas is a different kind of enemy. While Israel seeks to minimize civilian casualties, Hamas seeks to maximize civilian casualties.
Yeah, we had a bombing at a hospital where many were sheltering in Gaza overnight. It happened last night, and Hamas blamed Israel. Israel has proof, video proof, and all kinds of radar. It was shot from the West Bank toward Israel. It failed and hit the hospital. So this is clearly from Hamas. And so that, but if you go out there, in fact, Al Jazeera, which is obviously going to be a little more to the Hamas and Palestine side, Al Jazeera TV reports it's a Hamas rocket. That'll give it a little more credibility, perhaps, but this is going to go on and on about facts and what's going on. What did Israel do? Because there's definitely anti-Semitic, anti-Israel going on right now. And all the people that, want, no persecution of people and all these other, where's everybody at? Where's everybody saying you can't be anti-Semitic? You can't be against Jewish people. You can't be against trans people. You can't be against gay people. You can't be against a people, because we're not supposed to do that, right? We're not supposed to discriminate against any person or any ethnicity.
Right.
And here we are with it gets awfully quiet when it comes to the Jewish people, and that's pretty revealing. So anyway, we will see what develops, but the ground incursion is imminent. The whole thing is what happens with Hezbollah, also funded by Iran, from the north. If they start firing things at northern Israel, then you got two-front war. And will the Pentagon, will the United States get involved? Will they cover the front? Will they cover the top of Israel and start sending missiles to Hezbollah, which will broaden the war, right?
Right.
So we will continue to track and pray because, man, this is something you don't want to blow up and get out of hand because it could quickly. And then when that starts and they do that, and we do that, and they do that, and we do that, and it's just kind of how war is, I guess. So we have all our attention watching that situation. China came out and started talking about their expectation for the New World Order. What the heck? Anyway, and we have a big election next year. By the way, no Speaker of the House. Jim Jordan was 20 votes short. They're going to try round 2 today. And the Republicans, the 8 that decided they want to kick out Kevin McCarthy, I wonder if they thought what was next.
Right.
What happens when we do that? Who's going to possibly get the votes they need because the margins are so thin?
It's just so contentious.
It really, really is. So in any event, there's a lot going on in our world today, to be sure, and we're trying to keep track of it all. All right, we jump to some morning sports. Our phones are not working at this minute. We are working on it. Let's check sports headlines.
All righty, we had Phillies over Arizona 10-0, so they lead the series 2-0 now. Kyle Schwarber, I think he got 2 home runs in that game. Of course, former Cubby, and always had a big bat. So Phillies are hot right now. And today we'll have Houston at Texas to take on the Rangers. That's 7 o'clock on FS1. You can always watch the game over at Pia's. That's where we'll be after 3 on Friday. If you're looking for some tickets to the Illinois-Wisconsin game at 2:30 on Saturday, we'll have them, along with a bunch of other prizes. It's all brought to you by Twisted Tea. So Derek Piper and Lon Tay and lots of special guests. I was talking with Kent Brown about joining us, U of I alumni, who's just familiar with everything happening as far as sports goes. When it comes to NFL action, Jacksonville will be in New Orleans. On Sunday, we've got Cleveland in Indianapolis to face the Colts. Green Bay is at Denver, and Las Vegas visits our Bears in Soldier Field. When it comes to men's basketball, we were ranked number 25. The women's basketball team at number 23. Things are looking good for that game against Ottawa. It's an exhibition game at 8 o'clock on Friday. So we're keeping all of that in mind. That's essentially sports. I'm Diane Ducey.
Well, when I do this, it works. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to work. Maybe we call them live. If we can somehow get something out of this.
And see, John said he was on hold, and then everything just cut off.
I think something happened. I think something...
Maybe our phone line or something.
Something. I don't see any digging around here.
And we've reset our equipment a couple of times.
No, it's weird. That would be our Pavlov call, I guess.
Okay.
Because they got our phones.
Alrighty.
Let's just do meetings on the air. That's what we do. All right, so we'll continue to root against Houston. The Astros play tonight, right? So I've got to go get Texas in there because I can't get over the Houston cheating thing.
That's right.
Because they also got COVID. Everybody got COVID right after they cheated. So nobody properly booed them for a year. They were supposed to play in the next season. Everyone boo everywhere they went, and they didn't have to do that.
I see.
So
we forgot.
We've never
got busy.
Never had the therapy to get rid of all that. So, all right, 7:49, ESPN 93.5. It is Wednesday. It is the 17th of October. Illinois is a 4-point underdog. Wisconsin 2:30 kick on Saturday. We were going to talk to Brett Bielema. I guess that's not going to happen.
I don't know. Maybe things will be fixed by then. We usually also talk with Steve Suderman over at Good Vibes. I was just going to go to gvibes.com and see what I want to buy over there.
Well, in the old days, you used to just hold the phone up. In the 1940s, you held the phone up and then you, Oh, really? And you heard one side.
That's right.
We could still do that because we have our cell phones. So we can call.
Well, the big thing about Good Vibes is the service that you get, and from having people come over and help you, and just get everything right.
They just have people that have done all the installations and stuff, and they just are really good. We had the bulb in our projection screen burned out, so Steve found out how to order. It's 18 years old now. We got it when it was new, and so we were going to pop a new bulb in. I couldn't do it. The reason I couldn't do it is the heat of the bulb. This is why Carl is like a PhD in this stuff. The heat of the bulb had melted the casing.
Oh.
So he took the new bulb, took it out of the new casing, put it in the old casing. That fit in because it had melted. The heat of the bulb is extreme.
Wow.
And so he figured out how to get the thing in. It looks great.
Okay.
The screen looks great again. We haven't watched it in a while down there, so...
Well, they have a Sony laser projector that has dropped $1,000. And of course, you have all the experts helping put it in. And the Sony ES receiver is available. And of course, Steve's always raving about the OLED TV.
OLED, yeah. OLED, you need to go in and just take a look at Good Vibes. They're in Round Barn next to the driver's license facility, and just Google it. Woo, man.
That's right.
And then they have them where the light doesn't matter if it's not a real dark room. Usually you want to control the light in a projection room for sure, but these things are bright and perfect, and they just adapt, and you don't think you can get any better, and it tends to get better.
And if you got a tailgate party coming up and you want to be one of those that people are watching the game and everything else, or you need a sound bar or whatever, it's always fun to shop at Good Vibes.
Well, you can always text. That's still working. Text in 217-359-22. It's driving me kind of slow. We could have had Ed and Johnny on just texting back and forth.
Okay.
Ed says, yeah, he agrees.
That's right.
Johnny says, no, wait a minute. We just read it. Transcribe.
Okay.
It's only, so now instead of knocking us off social media, Ed and Johnny have knocked us off the phones. So we're gonna go
some kind of conspiracy theory
We're
against
gonna
us.
keep the information we talk about off the air.
Okay.
So, misinformation, of course. All right, we're gonna check your weather. Brought to you by Busey. For 150 years plus, Busey, member FDIC.
Hello again, everyone. This check weather free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana, and Vicinity. Nice mild days worth of weather ahead for the day today. Bit wind blown, but overall opportunities to get in the backyard and the back 40 as well. A few brief delays with some spotty and sporadic shower activity expected then the next 36 hours. Moving out here early on Friday. Good look at weather for homecoming activities. A parade Friday afternoon. The ball game on Saturday. Another warm up, a significant one for next week. Could precede a return to some wetter weather the second half of next week. In the meantime, increasing clouds, breezy milder for the day today. Shower in spots late, especially west of the county. The high around 70. South wind 12 to 22 and gusty. Occasional showers for tonight. Not so cool. Down to 53. Tomorrow, variably cloudy. Couple of showers in spots in the morning and again for the afternoon. Highs up to 65 and a southwest to west wind. Lingering shower chance early on Friday. Partly sunny up to 64. Football Saturday. The high near 62. 61 on Sunday. Near 60 on Monday. To warm up again for the middle and late portions of next week. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
When it comes to finding a reliable vehicle, look no further than Sarah Champagne, your trusted automotive destination. They carry a lineup of top brands, including Honda, BMW, Subaru, GMC, and Buick. And they're not just about cars, they're about people. Their team is dedicated to providing you with trustworthy service and dependable vehicles that fit your lifestyle. Experience the difference at Sarah Champagne. Visit Sarah, S-E-R-R-A, champagne.com. All right, so if we can figure out the phones, we'll try and get Brett Bielma on. Otherwise, we'll have to postpone that and do it another time. But just a weird deal, because at 7:20, we're talking David Bambry from the U of I Alumni Association. Everything was fine. And then by Ed Martin, Brother Johnny time, they were dark. That's just like, come on, man. Okay, we have a Stever. It's where I hand you money. I'm handing you $50 if you want to shop at Pards. If you've never been there, it's just a good local Pards Western shop. It's got, Western gear and They got clothing. I think their top item is boots, because if you're going to buy a parts boot, it might be the last boot you buy, which really strategically, retail-wise, not a good idea. You got to have boots that fall apart so that you can go buy more.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll just pay once, and you're going to have boots you're going to love. But they got clothing. They got the leather. You walk into Pards, and it's just a nice, old-fashioned service. I like that a lot, because we're not getting that as much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You call Pards, somebody's going to answer, that kind of thing. It's just a throwback.
Yeah.
So for over 50 years, it's Pards. In Urbana, you want a $50 bill from me, you simply go to gostever.com, and we get you some $50 bills. You spend it within a week. You fill out your survey when you push complete on your phone. Give me some good information about how maybe they can get better. If it's all amazing, tell me all about that. That helps them a lot, and we appreciate it. Okay, 5 till 8. We're going to check some more news, very latest on the war in Israel. We've got all that from Fox coming up at the top of the hour. Hopefully we get the phones cranking and get some people on the phone like planned this next hour. I apologize for whatever happened. I have no idea.
Right.
We just sometimes kind of...
And John was on hold and said everything
I talked to Johnny.
Suddenly went dead.
Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're really going to be all fired up for conspiracy if at 8 o'clock they all come back. Yeah. We got some forces working.
Because Ed Martin and Brother John are usually on 7:30 to 7:50.
Remember Amy Kellogg live from Moscow?
Yes.
She was on there, and I'm going, Amy, you're talking against Russia on a Russia phone. You're in their space. Aren't you worried about that? And she says, they got bigger fish to fry. And the next moment, she was dark.
Yeah.
It was like, Amy? Hello?
Yeah.
So I hope the phones come back at 8, because that would be...
And they were building a picture of the guy with the cigarette and the glass of vodka listening in with his little headset.
We have our face. Anyway, we'll see. We'll do some more plug-in, unplug-in here during the news break at the top of the hour. And come right back with an hour to go. We're glad you're listening. ESPN 93.5. That's Diane. I'm Stevie Jay. It is 7:57.
Local, personal, trusted. Hi, this is Todd Durakan with First Federal Savings Bank of Champaign-Urbana, and we've been serving Champaign County since 1908. Our institution is safe, strong, and stable. We operate on a foundation of responsible and sound practices, and you can rest easy knowing we're your bank. Rated 5-star superior by Bauer Financial Inc., fast, friendly, and local. With local loan decisions and underwriting, if you're not already banking with us, give us a try, and we think you'll love it here. First Federal Savings Bank, 356bank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 435120.
So when was the last time you saw a best deal guarantee?
You mean a promise that actually held up?
Right.
That some unknown online entity didn't want you to log in and download a code and then re-verify as you join some club.
Drives you nuts, I know.
And then once you purchase that set of steak knives...
Well, Dick Van Dyke Appliance World is a lot simpler. You find a verified great deal and they beat it. Just show them the deal you saw. A newspaper clipping or the online cart price will do, and then you're good.
At Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, it's one of those instances where you see a best deal guarantee and...
you get the best deal.
This is Dennis Rieken, chairman of Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. Our exclusive 10-year protection plan comes free with most appliance purchases. Whether it's a GE, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, Bosch, or any of our 30 brands, I guarantee we will beat any competitor's deal. Wow!
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Hi, I'm Tyler Weaver, president of Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery. It's time to come home to Carpet Weavers. We don't want you to just like your new floors. We want you to love them. From waterproof floors and carpet to furnitures and design advice, we've got a team of experts on your side. We'll get you the best price and the best quality products. And complete your home with furniture and accessories. Buy it all with free financing too. Come home to Carpet Weavers, where floors, furniture, and family meet.
I'm Justin Ike, co-owner of Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, Electric, and Underground.
So, Justin, tell me what you see as typical when it comes to sewer repair. Give me a scenario.
Your sewer's backed up and somebody comes along and says, you need this repair for X amount of dollars. Here's my price. And you don't think to go looking for another company or a second opinion because you don't feel like you have time.
So is it possible that you might get charged a little more because it's kind of a desperate moment? Do some companies do that?
Oh, absolutely they will. They know you're in a pinch. Typically, if you call us, me or Will can be out there within an hour to look at that problem for you.
Whether you call me first or you call me second, make sure you give me a call.
Anything else, Justin?
You can always trust Fred's.
Great to know. Thank you. That's Justin Ike, the co-owner of Fred's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, electric and underground. If you want more information about this great 45-year family-owned company, just go to fredscu.com. That's fredscu.com.
Tapman's Towing, team of experienced tow professionals, is seeking others with CDLs, previous tow experience, and or strong interest in serving others. Please visit our career page at tapmanstowing.com.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana.
Row seat to Israel's war against Hamas. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Mr. President, the road to victory will be long and hard.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu sitting next to him as the president attends an Israeli war cabinet meeting.
Standing strong, standing united, and I want you to know you're not alone.
Earlier at their first meeting this morning, the president said this about yesterday's hospital bombing in Gaza that left 500 Palestinian civilians dead.
And based on what I've seen, it appears as though it was done by the other team, not you.
Now, Hamas claims the U.S. is blindly biased and blames Israel, which says, no, that's not what happened. Fox's Trey Yingst reports they say
an Islamic Jihad rocket fired from the center part of the Gaza Strip was trying to target Israel, but it went up in the air and then landed in this hospital, a misfire inside Gaza, killing all of these Palestinians that were there sheltering. Now, Hamas officials still say they believe it was an Israeli strike, but we got more information this morning from the Israelis that intercepted a call between two Hamas operatives inside Gaza, and they're discussing a misfire.
Now, there are anti-American and anti-Israel protests from the West Bank to Jordan to Lebanon. Fires were set outside the U.S. Embassy in Beirut.
The State Department issuing a level 4 warning, telling Americans to get out of the country immediately, doing whatever they can to leave.
The U.S. has just announced sanctions against 10 Hamas terrorists and the group's financial network across Gaza and in Sudan, Turkey, and Qatar. In a few hours, the House will vote again for Speaker. Jim Jordan did not get enough Republican support yesterday, but Congressman Chip Roy tells Fox he'll keep backing Jordan.
My message to my colleagues is we're going to change this town.
The House has been in limbo with no speaker since 8 Republicans backed by Democrats ousted Kevin McCarthy 2 weeks ago. There's another strike as thousands of auto workers keep picketing a 34th day. 3,700 employees walked off their jobs at 3 casinos in the Detroit area that will remain open. America's listening to Fox.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive.
Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza.
I sure hope he brought the Pepto.
Mike knows the Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie.
The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The best way to stop Joe Biden's agenda is to opt out of his inflation game by diversifying your savings into gold. I'm Dr. Ron Paul, and this is why I recommend a gold IRA from Birch Gold Group. To learn more, text the word SHELTER to 989898 to get a free info kit on gold. Birch Gold is the only gold company I trust. So text SHELTER to 989898 right now.
Paid for by Birch Gold Group.
Fox News.
While those anti-American and anti-Israel protests rage in the Middle East following the deadly hospital bombing in Gaza, this happened in Iraq.
U.S. defense officials have told Reuters 2 drones were intercepted before they could strike American forces at the Al-Assad air base in Iraq. The officials aren't saying who they think was behind the attack, but given the situation in Israel and Gaza, the U.S. is on alert for reprisals from groups backed by Iran. The United States has 2,500 troops in Iraq helping the local military combat ISIS. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
The U.S. also keeps providing military aid to Ukraine to fend off Russia's invasion there, and for the first time, Ukraine has used American long-range missiles. The man long suspected in the disappearance and presumed death of Natalie Holloway during the Alabama teen's trip to Aruba 18 years ago will finally be in a U.S. court today.
35-year-old Joran Vandersloot faces extortion and wire fraud charges in federal court in Alabama, where he was indicted in 2010 after federal investigators say Vandersloot exploited the fear of Beth Holloway, Holloway that she would never find her daughter Natalie's body or know what happened to her in Aruba in 2005 unless she paid him $250,000. Though Holloway's attorney says a plea agreement is conditioned upon Vandersloot revealing details about what happened to Natalie before he's extradited back to Peru, where he's currently serving a 28-year prison term for killing another woman 5 years to the day after Holloway's disappearance. Matt Napolitano, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are falling ahead of the opening bell. In the baseball playoffs,
Turner hits a drive, deep left center field, and the Phillies strike first again.
And that's all Philadelphia would need, though the Phillies scored 9 more runs after Trey Turner's homer, blowing out the Arizona Diamondbacks 10-0 on TBS to go up 2-0 in the National League Championship Series. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. I'm Joe Miller. U.S. Ag Secretary Tom Vilsack spoke with Illinois lawmakers and farmers in Kankakee Monday. While Vilsack stressed he's concerned there's fewer farmers across the country, he's optimistic about the future. The Ag Secretary visiting Kankakee last year with President Biden to announce the administration's commitment to new initiatives to boost production. A Champaign man charged with drug-induced homicide after police said he sold someone fentanyl, leading to that person's overdose death. DeMond King arraigned Monday. He was arrested Saturday in a warrant issued September 20th. Police said King sold fentanyl to Daniel Fox of Morris in July near downtown Champaign. Red Cakes Bakery closing at Urbana ahead of the bakery's move to its new location in Savoy. Last day to get the bakery's gluten-free goodies Saturday, but Red Cakes in Urbana will be open all week starting at 10:30 a.m. Red Cakes will open a standalone location called Red Cakes Bakery and Cafe in Savoy before the end of the year. You're up to date from the Stevie Jay Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
When it comes to finding a reliable vehicle, look no further than Sarah Champagne, your trusted automotive destination. They carry a lineup of top brands, including Honda, BMW, Subaru, GMC, and Buick. And they're not just about cars, they're about people. Their team is dedicated to providing you with trustworthy service and dependable vehicles that fit your lifestyle. Experience the difference at Sarah Champagne. Visit Sarah, S-E-R-R-A, champagne.com.
Let Max Twin City Recycling pay you for your junk metal items. As the weather begins to heat up, now is a great time to put cash in your pocket for the steel, copper, brass, and aluminum items you've been meaning to get rid of. We've recently added a large concrete pad to make unloading quicker and cleaner for our customers. Visit us on North Lincoln Avenue, just north of I-74, or at maxrecycling.com.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow in Champaign-Urbana today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Illini fans, it's the best time of the year, homecoming. We can't wait to see you back on campus and at Memorial Stadium on Saturday, October 21st versus Wisconsin. Make sure to get in town early Friday for the homecoming parade and pep rally. Tailgating, family, homecoming, and Illinois football. What could be better than that? Get tickets at fightingillini.com.
Hey, it's Stevie J. We have a Stever offer for you today, and I hope you'll take advantage of an opportunity to take my money in our Stever program and go to Pard's Western Shop and shop. Pard's is in Urbana, 306 North Maple. It's between Main and University, and it's been around there for 1968. So you're looking for boots. There's no other place in the world you can get as good a quality boots as Pard's in Urbana. You got women's wear, men's wear, you got kids, you got hats, saddles. What are you looking for? Pard's is wonderfully, incredibly appointed with people that help you with finding what you want. You want to support local, support Mark and Angie and the wonderful people at Pard's. They're terrific. So I'm giving out $50. Would you like it? $50 bills. I'm throwing them out the window to you. Go to Pard's in Urbana. You have 7 days to use this, and then you have to fill out your survey. Pard's is our Go Stever offer. Go to GoStever.com. GoStever.com. Well, meteorologist Greg Soy is on a different system. Our phones went down, and we don't know. We don't know why. And so our interview with Brett Bielema, unfortunately, I don't know what else to do. He doesn't have the tie line. Otherwise,
he's going to try one more time.
Yeah, it doesn't work, man. We're just happily talking to people at 7:25, and by 7:30, now they're digging around Philo. Anyway, doesn't make sense to me. I'm not a phone man.
I know.
Not a phone man. Okay.
Boy, it kind of sounds like a conspiracy to me, though.
Yeah, for sure. All right, our meteorologist is Greg Solier, and we got some nice fall weather, huh?
Yeah, we certainly do. Par for the course, typical October 18 out there with temperatures in the 40s this morning from 47 at Willard and Savoy. You get up towards the Kankakee, 43 there. St. Louis bound there into the upper 40s as well. 45 at the Brickyard. Peoria checks in at 47 degrees. 46 over in Danville. You kind of get the picture. Some high mid-level clouds to the north and west, and ought to be a decent day's worth of weather. This is kind of a weak Pacific system. It'll march on by. Next week, a little more significant wet system may come through. But prior to that, boy, a couple of days worth, at least, if not several days worth of optimum harvest weather and another recovery on temperatures as well, pushing 70 or higher later next week. Hey, much like today with an increase in cloud cover right around 70 and maybe a couple of raindrops out northwest of Champaign County late this afternoon, evening time. Otherwise, a stray shower or two or three tonight. Nothing significant in the gauge out of any of these showers for the next couple of days. 53 in the low tonight, 65 tomorrow, early and late day shower chance. Any of that moves out early Friday, partly sunny skies. We're dry for the at least homecoming parade Friday afternoon with a high temperature during the day up to about 64. 62 at kickoff with some sunshine for the day on Saturday. Light winds, that'll help near 60 Sunday and Monday. And a warm up next week gets us close to 70 with a couple of showers the middle and late portions of next week as well. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. ESPN 93.5, Iran is chiming in saying ominous threats, giving us ominous threats about what they're going to do. Joe Biden is in Tel Aviv. Nothing happens till he leaves, and then maybe ground excursion. And then is exactly what you're going to have as we had last night when Hamas blaming Israel for a missile that hit a Gaza hospital when in fact it was theirs. They got the proof. They got the video proof. They actually got Hamas talking amongst themselves. Audio of that. So and if Al Jazeera television is reporting that it was their own rocket that malfunctioned, that might help because it's going to be a war on the truth. It's going to be a war on misinformation from the standpoint of what really happened. Because they're going to say, Israel did this. And there will be people, because Hamas says it, that will believe Hamas. And they're right here on our college campuses. I don't know about Illinois. They had a pro-Palestinian rally around alma mater a week ago. So, but I don't know. I haven't heard a lot here. But certainly Harvard has been kind of the leader in getting controversial response from people that give a lot of money to Harvard. And they got $1 gazillion in their endowment stuff. But that's a way to make some alums unhappy, particularly your Jewish alums. So we will see and continue to sort out exactly what we've got. But it's very difficult when one side could care less about human life and the other side is trying to be meticulous on. But if you have terrorists hiding behind regular people, they're going to die. The regular people are going to die if you hide behind them. That's just inevitable. It's horrible. And then you have, there are a lot of Palestinians that are all in on Hamas and others that are kind of trapped, don't have a place to go. But where's the Arab brother? Where's the Arabs around that region, Jordan and Egypt? Why aren't they bringing in their fellow citizens? They're former Muslims. I don't understand why they don't want them. Egypt won't let them in. Jordan won't let them in. Well, why not? There's 1 million refugees that need a place to go. There's desert land in Egypt. Can't you make an encampment? But if they don't want them, what the heck? Why won't you take Palestinians in? Our number that does work is our text line. That's still there. 217-359-2255 if you want to text in. But it's an awful, there's no winning in war. It's horrible. They say war is hell. That's exactly what it is. And we're trying not to make this a big war. But it makes you nervous for sure. All right, jump to our morning sports, 8:14, ESPN 93.5. Diane Ducey.
I was just reading about Illinois fifth-year senior Timmy Crawford finishing first as the individual competitor to claim the medalist honors for the first time in his collegiate career, while the Illini placed second as a team in the Flyer Invitational hosted in Dayton at the NCR Country Club. So congratulations, Timmy Crawford and the team. Second place, not bad. Illinois men's basketball preseason rankings had them at number 25. And actually, it's kind of wild that they're taking on Kansas October 29th. That's the Sunday game against for Maui Strong is the fundraiser. And then inside the next few weeks of November, Marquette, who's ranked number 5 on this preseason ranking, will be one of our competitors during the season. So we've got some tough competitions right out of the gate, but Ottawa gets us started on Friday at 8 o'clock in an exhibition game.
Good to see some of the new pieces. I think we have 8 new people, so that'll be good to see Illinois basketball. First time since 1999, since both men's and women's ranked before the season. Shauna Green's is 23, and Brad Underwood's team's 25. And Illinois, apparently, according to, I think Derek Piper said it last night on the show, that we've got 8 games with top 10 teams.
Wow.
As they currently stand.
That's
just
right.
Shuffle around a little as losses happen.
Once we start getting underway.
Yep.
But, so, and Makaira Cook with the women's basketball team, one of 20 nominees for the Nancy Lieberman Award. So go Illini. Of course, we're looking forward to seeing our Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week, Seth Coleman, who had 3 sacks in our 27-24 win over Maryland. Caden Fagan, who had 19 carries, a leading rusher, 84 yards, and a touchdown. Big Ten Freshman of the Week. And, of course, the game is at 2:30 against Wisconsin on Saturday. Plenty of time for tailgating fun. If you get in there early, it's the early bird special still with $3 offerings a half hour before kickoff. If you get in there, a good hour and a half ahead of time then. And then see the band and everybody else. Of course, the parade is Friday after 5:30. And at 6:30 is the pep rally on Friday night. And again, I just mentioned the Illinois versus Ottawa game on Friday evening also. So we'll be talking all about that and more when we're live from Pia's between 3 and 5. On Friday afternoon at 1609 West Springfield Avenue, so come on out. That's also a place where you can watch some baseball. Today, it's Houston at Texas at 7 o'clock on FS1. The Phillies beat Arizona 10-0 yesterday to lead that series 2-0. That's sports. I'm Diane Ducey.
Well, Mitch says, 217 texter says, Illinois is the only university with both men's and women's basketball teams ranked?
Oh, wow.
What about UConn? Didn't they win the title last year? And the women have to be ranked.
Right.
I would look up UConn.
Okay.
And I'd look up Tennessee.
True.
Tennessee basketball, men's side's good. Rick Barnes, I think. And the women, perennial good. But, I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of cool. And I think, what I'm interested in is how are the fans going to react to women's basketball? Remember they were like giving away tickets on the floor?
Yeah.
Please come. We'll give you free, I don't know, name it. And now all of a sudden, you could probably say the good tickets are sold out from the standpoint of the lower bowl. The A seats, as we used to call them, 100 level, I think they're all sold out. So that's remarkable, actually. Because I was one of the guys that said, you got to move them back to Hoff, because it's a real home court. And Teresa Grentz wanted to play at State Farm, Assembly Hall at the time, and, to grow the thing. And, she had 13,000 in there for Purdue one time. That was amazing. But Teresa is, pretty popular in the 90s. She had some pretty good teams. Anyway, this is the best since that. And, again, it's just really impressive. I think Shauna Green brought in some real tough players, too, to add to the already good team. So it'll be kind of fun to see. And then I'm really curious to see if we can get, 8,000 or 10,000 to come to women's basketball. That's just fantastic. It just really is.
I'm hearing from Coach Brett Bielman's people that tomorrow will work if you want to bump it till then.
Do it tomorrow.
Granted that all our technology is working properly.
You can get your toolbox out, Diane, and fix this after the
program. I'm on it. I'm totally well-versed on everything technical.
You kicked the left side. I've kicked the right
exactly.
side. We'll see if that...
Unplug it and blow it on.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do some weather. Come back. ESPN 93.5 Texas, if you'd like. 217-359-2255. The Stever offer is available at GoStever.com. $50 bill. Spend it within a week. And give me your thoughtful survey when you're done so that we can share with Angie and Mark at Par. It's locally owned since 1968. All right, Greg's got this.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Next weather system, a weaker one via the Pacific coming our way over the next couple of days. We'll generate a couple of passing and spotty shower outbreaks. Overall, opportunities to continue on with harvest by and large where possible. Slight cool-off expected for the weekend. Much bigger and broader warm-up slated for next week, but it precedes wet weather pattern that may be breaking out here in the middle and late parts of next week as well. We'll keep you posted, and a hint of winter back westward into the plains and west from there. In the meantime, increasing clouds, breezy milder for the day today. Maybe a stray shower to the west of us here late this afternoon and evening time. The high near 70. South winds 12 to 22 and gusty. Occasional showers tonight, not so cool in the 50s. Tomorrow, variably cloudy. A couple of showers and spots for the morning. And again in the afternoon, the high up to 65 and a southwest to west wind. Any shower activity moves out early Friday. Partly sunny, dry weather for Friday afternoon. The high up to 64 and dry for the ball game as well. Weekend high temperatures in the lower 60s. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
I'm Neil Cavuto, and this is the Fox Business Report.
There's a mixed picture on home building. Housing starts, groundbreakings for new homes rose 7% in September, a bigger increase than predicted, though building permits for new construction declined 4.4%. Morgan Stanley, Procter & Gamble, and United Airlines all reported better than expected earnings.